Let's welcome retired Army Lieutenant Colonel James Carafano. Sir, it's great to see you again. Government documents, FBI officials in Mexico, Central America, also the media reporters warning they're seeing bad actors trying to get into the U.S., caravans forming all over the Americas after the election, from Guyana, Paraguay to Chile. So we're seeing migrants coming in from Pakistan, from Syria, from Somalia, from Yemen, from Iraq. They caught nearly a dozen from Iran in Arizona just last month. Is this a big deal? Is this a story?
Well, I have to explain how the situation has changed. We've always had OTM, other than Mexicans, Asia, Africa, Middle East, try to sneak in through the southern border. Most of them, virtually all of them, economic immigrants. You'd always hear this thing, well, a terrorist could walk across the border. Much more likely, 10 years ago, a terrorist would just get on a plane. And you know why? Because even though there was security that they had to get through, they know the threat they faced, and terrorists like predictability, because normally they only get one shot at this. Well, what has changed? Well, under Biden, it's not about securing the border. It's about moving people, illegal immigrants, into the country as quickly as possible without any security or any vetting. So actually, if you're a foreign power and you want to get lost in the masses, this is actually maybe a better attack vector for you, because the U.S. government is consciously not trying to screen people. They're not trying to secure the border. When they say we're sending more people to the border, they're not sending people to the border to stop the crisis. They're sending people to the border so they can move people into the country faster. So, yeah, I think it does open up a new vector for national security concerns.
We hear what you're saying. I mean, Iran has been vowing to retaliate for the January 2020 U.S. drone strike and the assassination of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the Quds Force General Qasem Soleimani. We don't know who those Iranians were and who were caught in Arizona. Right. But, sir, these are the people who have just been caught, right? Who we don't know who got away.
Right. So it's more likely that they're economic immigrants. But Iran's a good case in point. And we've seen this the last 15 years or so. Because we did a better job securing our border, if you wanted to do a terrorist attack in the United States, you were much better off trying to recruit somebody inside the United States to do that. And increasingly, we crack down on that. Now, this is why, if you're really serious about getting somebody here, the Biden administration has just opened up an open door to do this. Put them into a flow of 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people per day, hundreds of thousands of people per month. If you just want somebody to walk into the country, that's the way to do it. Now, once you get them here, you still got to get them a place to live and everything else. But they're just lost in this mess that the Biden administration is importing. So it does open up a new vector. And there's another security concern that's opened up now that Biden has made us incredibly vulnerable to. Do you remember when Europe virtually collapsed? Because the Syrians said, look, if you guys aren't nice, I'll just send another 50, 100,000 refugees over there.
Yeah.
What's to keep a foreign power from just sending a bunch of people there? What's to keep China from putting 1 million people on the road and sending them to the United States? They can walk right in before the Biden administration does anything about it. It's a big deal. It's a big risk.
Yeah, we hear what you're saying, because Central American governments are now planning to counter a, quote, possible wave from Cuba, from Venezuela, from Haiti, from Asia and Africa. This is according to media outlets like El Mundo is reporting that. The Democratic Republic of Congo, Yemen, again, Afghanistan. We're also seeing nationals coming in from there. These are thought to be brimming with terrorist organizations and atrocity committing tribal militias. Here's the other thing. You got to watch Panama. Panama is seeing riots in their migrant camps. So they're burning facilities, torching vehicles. And that's what Central America is also worried about, that there are people flowing in through Panama coming up north. Your final word on that.
Well, look, increasingly the cartels in Mexico, who make thousands of dollars off of virtually every person that crosses the United States, they are reaching out and they're broadening their networks into Africa and into Asia, and they're linking up with criminal cartels there so they can flood more people in, so they can make even more money. And then they turn around, they buy the precursors for fentanyl so they can import more fentanyl to the United States. So it's a transnational criminal bonanza on top of the national security risks.
Yeah, Mexico is saying, Biden, the administration, you're creating a boom time for these criminal cartels. Your final word on that. They're saying, Mexico is saying, according to Reuters, you're enabling these criminal actors. Your final word, sir. 6,000
crossings per day. Thousands of dollars per person goes directly to the cartel. That money goes directly to China. It buys the precursors for fentanyl. It comes back to the cartel. The cartel that sends that fentanyl into the United States, and then they bring more human smuggling.
Lieutenant Colonel James Carafano. Colonel, it's good to have you on. Thanks for your service to the country.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.